Hey, what's up guys? I'm mr.cogfit coming at you with my first YouTube video. Today I wanted to talk about me personally, who I am, my personal story. I asked you guys about this before. You guys told me that you guys wanted to know more about me as a person. So I have a list of about like 6 things in my little notebook that I had over here about me, what I really wanted to go through with you guys, and hopefully you guys have a better understanding of who I am. Why am I doing this? What is this all about? And I hope you guys love this video. If you guys do love this video, of course, like, subscribe, comment. That would be really good for me. All right, let's get started. The first thing I wanted to go over was my name. First, my name is, if you guys haven't seen it on Instagram, it's already right there. My name is JBN. And that is, I'm not French, it's Spanish. You know, it's J good, JBN. And yep, my mother made that name for me. Stuck with it ever since, of course. And where I'm from, that's the second thing I wanted to go over. Number two, and I am from New York City. I was born in the borough of the Bronx. I was born the northern Bronx. I was born in Einstein Hospital, believe it or not. That's where I think I get my smarts from. But yeah, I was born in the Bronx, born and raised in New York City. I did move around a bit. I actually lived in Florida for a little bit, for a few years when I was younger. Now we moved over to Pennsylvania about like 5 years ago. So yeah, living in the Poconos for about 5 years, Poconos, Pennsylvania. Really good. It's a really different life out here. It really is. It's unique. It's slower. It's not like fast paced like the city where everybody's going all over the place. No one really knows who the other person is. Not as interactive over there. Over here, it's kind of the opposite. It's like if you guys ever been to Florida, it's like that but colder. No lie. Like everything's further away. Everything is in distance, but it's really nice. I like my neighbors and stuff like that for the most part. They're really nice. They say hello to me. It's different pace of life. So as you guys can kind of get from my post, I am a college student. I'm a sophomore in college, so yeah, I'm a bit young. I'm on the younger side. Like I'm about to be 20, so and college is like it's like I love it. I love it to death. Some people might talk trash about college. Some people might sit there and say, "Oh, it's not good," whatever may have you. But that's because college is not for everybody. Nothing is for everybody. And I'm a big believer in that. You got to find your passion and what you like. But for me, it is what it is. I love it. I study, of course, psychology. That's my main field of study, my main field of focus. I have had people ask me like, do I study sports? Nutrition, exercise science. I love all that stuff, but yeah, like I said, it's really hard to do major in that stuff. It's really good. I love it a lot. But I do study on my spare time. Like I study like exercise, like just like the basics, physiology, the anatomy. I study a little bit of that. Just a little aspects of that I try to incorporate. I feel like you have to be a lifelong learner. You can't just study what your subject in college is or in life. Like even if you get a trade or whatever, you still have to be on your grind to learn. Learning doesn't stop. With school, it doesn't stop with your career. It doesn't stop there. So that's why I am a lifelong learner of just multiple disciplines. That's why I go over, even like my bio says, I go over you can see it, like I go over fitness and psych. Like I do go over other subjects too. Is because I go over what I want. At the end of the day, not trying to be cocky, but just trying to be serious. Like I love so many other things, so I just try to incorporate a little bit of that. Like sometimes I'll incorporate neuroscience, sometimes I'll incorporate just philosophical kind of post. Sometimes I'll just cover like biology, tips, things like that. Like just cool stuff that I really enjoy. I really love. And yeah, I didn't mention what college I go to. I go to East Stroudsburg University, so that's in Pennsylvania. It's a pretty good school. I like it for them. I like it. Can't go wrong. School's a school, and I go to a university, so it's really not that bad. So the fourth thing, number four, I wanted to go over was my who I am, my overall personality. So it's really hard to describe, but I just thought I'll be real with you guys. I am a person who I try to be as genuine as possible. I try to give from my heart. I try to just be the best me I could be. You know, that's my philosophy of it. And I do have my flaws. You know, not gonna lie. Sometimes I may get a temper. Sometimes I may get impatient. But I'm human at the end of the day. You know, everyone's human. Everyone has these little quirks about them. You know, people are not perfect. No one is perfect, and I really feel like that in life in general. There's always gonna be something wrong with, um, just not like wrong with you, but there's always gonna be a weakness that you wish you could fix. You know, but I think the ultimate thing is to double down on your strengths and who you are, and that's what I try to do. You know, I'm a pretty, I feel like I'm a pretty good talker. I wouldn't want to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Haven't chosen yet, but I wouldn't want to be those things if I didn't, um, if I didn't try, if I didn't want to talk to people, if I didn't want to help people. And that is a really good skill to have, like just to have that want and that need to help. And I really feel that's really powerful. So number 5, I wanted to go over my likes and my dislikes. So I love psych, I love fitness, but I do love other things too. Like I mentioned earlier, I love neuroscience. I also love I like going over sometimes law. I'm not gonna lie, I love also entrepreneurship, and I love digital marketing, marketing in general, just sales, like that type of stuff. I just love it because it just ties so well into psychology. It's just like a fine knitting between the two. They just go well, you just go so well together. I also love biology and like some things in chemistry. Recently, I'm learning a little bit about physics. I really, really enjoy it. I just enjoy it. I really do, and I really like biophysics. You know, like how does like physical properties affect biological processes, also type of stuff. You know, especially in the mind, because that's my main focus. What I really want to do. That's what I really try to connect everything to the mind, because the mind is the most complex thing in the universe. But when we're going over my dislikes, what do I dislike? Oh yeah, dislike English. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I enjoy writing. I enjoy those type of things, but it's just really it's really bothersome. I also dislike like certain things in history. Like I dislike you know I dislike yeah, just certain things that it just doesn't I don't really like. I don't like the underrepresentation of certain groups in history. I don't like just ignorance. Probably politics too. I don't like politics. Yeah, I think most people out there will agree. I also don't like ignorance, and ignorance has a form in not being able to listen, not being able to try to collaborate and talk. You know, I've had like people in the past that'll message me like, oh, you're wrong, or this or that. And it's like, okay, let's have a good conversation. And they're not willing to do that. And I don't like that type of stuff. You know, I still respect those people, respect what they got to say. Because at the end of the day, people feel how they feel. You know, you can't change the world. Um, you can't make everybody, like, you could change the world, but you can't change people's minds. You can't change how they feel if they feel the way they feel. Only they could change that. So that's my main dislikes. And just going over my overall backstory, like I mentioned earlier, I was born in New York City. My mother was, when she had me, she was like, what, 16? She was 16 when she had me. So imagine that. And then my father, he was there. He was also around the same age, 16. So they had me pretty early, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can relate out there, like having parents that had you earlier than they expected to. So it was a bit of a struggle, just moving around, things like that. Experiencing homelessness, not gonna lie, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Just experience, like, the one thing that kept me together was academics in my school. My schooling was, top priority, top notch. I didn't care about anything else. I didn't care about health. I didn't care about, anything else but school, because I wanted to get out of the situation that I was in. So that was just my main priority, my main focus. But things started to switch up as I got older. I started realizing that, I'm tired of being overweight, because I was overweight. I was like 280 pounds, at my highest. I was like, I'm tired of being overweight, tired of feeling this way, tired of feeling sluggish, feeling like, oh my gosh, like, I can't even walk up the freaking stairs without losing my breath, and I made a change, and fitness and health became like my second obsession. I just love going to the gym. I love exercising. I love working out. I just love it. I love it to death. And I just love learning about it, you know? it's just hard right now because it's like the will, like it's not like the willpower, but just building the habits to be healthier, to live a healthier life. Like I'm really trying. I'm really trying. I lost a lot of weight. I went from 280 to like 190, which was for me it was really difficult. But it was just worth it for me. It was just really worth it. I just loved it, and it was a good challenge. And when I did that, it just made me feel so good about myself, and it was just life was up here, and then yeah, it was like my junior year of high school, going into my senior year actually. My dad like just passed away. Like he was working and he was a truck driver. He got into an accident. He didn't make it out. So like that just set me like just rock bottom, and people don't realize like what rock bottom feels like until like you lose someone like that you were close to, that you saw every day, that they're supposed to be in your life forever, and it's just like that's just what happened. And so I use that to motivate myself, to build myself up. And I did my senior year. I did the best I've ever did. I did um i did debate. No, I didn't wrestle, but yeah, I did a little bit of everything. I did mentoring programs. I did like just a whole bunch of other stuff. I did AP classes. I did, my grades were the best they ever been in that year, and it was perhaps emotionally the hardest year for me. But I didn't really think about that, and then I did so well that I got like a full ride to go to the college that I go to now. I was gonna study computer science, and I was gonna like really be into computers and like you know computer security, also cool stuff. Like I was just worried about graduating and getting a job. Like that was my main focus. It wasn't about like graduating to learn or to grow or to be better or do something that I wanted to do. At that point, I didn't know what I wanted to do at that stage in my life. I was just like get into college, just like everybody else does, and see what happens from there. And that's pretty much what happened. And then the first year, I like really like messed up like real bad. Like like I had four classes and I failed like two of them, and it was just oh man, like it was just really bad. And I just realized like I hated coding. I hated like programming. Not like I hated it, but I just did not like the instructors. I did not like the way the class was structured. It just wasn't for me, and like just the environment just wasn't for me. So I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this no more. And my GPA was like a 1.7. It was like really bad, and it was just so low that even my second semester, when I pulled almost a 4.0, it didn't matter because I needed to keep a 3.0 for the semester, for the whole entire year, and I didn't, so I lost my scholarship, and I was pretty bummed out. But I found what I really loved, and it was psych, and I'm really happy I'm doing this. I don't regret it any single day that I'm doing it. Um, I just hope that you guys could find what your passions lie in, and it's just amazing. Every day I get to get up and do what I love, and I wish that for anybody. It doesn't matter what subject you like, what you want to do, it's like anybody could overcome any hardships. Like now, I use like my like I said, like moving around, like the struggle, of that of having underage parents, like people say all the stats and all the whatever, and part of it's true and part of it's not. Look at me, like I beat the statistics. Like I'm not on welfare. I'm not a bum. I do what I got to do. Um, and not that anybody on welfare is a bum, but it's just like I'm not. I'm trying to be better and do better, just like anybody else. And I'm not homeless. I'm not in the streets. I'm not doing bad things. I'm not doing drugs or anything like that. I'm just on my purpose, doing what I have to do. And I feel like that's the main goal. That's the main way to go. And I'm glad I'm able to deal with you guys, talk to you guys, and help you guys out. And this is my longest video I ever made just for YouTube, and I hope you guys really appreciate it. I'm pouring my heart a little bit out, just giving you guys a sense of who I am as a person. Hope you guys really enjoy this video though. So I'll just wrap it up from there. Keep it up. I went through all 6 things. We went over 6 things. I didn't count. Yeah, we went over 6 things. So I hope you guys have a good idea who I am, my personal story. You guys voted for this. I am very happy to make this for you. Have a great rest of your week. I know I promised this video to you, and I'm sending it out. So peace.